hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain. Baby, 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 why you doing me wrong? Don't you remember the good days when we used to get along? We'd make the score real spin all night, then we'd be singing our song. You said life was getting bland, so you brought two friends in. But I can hardly keep up, you guys are making my head spin.
Passed out?
Hello, my name is Zach, and I'm addicted to pinball.
Hi, I'm Greg.
Are you in denial? Are you? Okay.
Who's not addicted to pinball?
A lot of people think I'm really weird because I like
Because they
pinball.
haven't played it. You let them stay at your house for an hour? Boom! Pinball lovers!
Pinball lovers. This is Zach and Greg from Straight Down the Middle Pinball. Oh, you guys, we get to review the Aerosmith Machine. You guys have probably been watching some reviews, and this is just our take on the Aerosmith Machine. I got mine about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do, we really wanted to wait for Powder Coat to come in because you guys voted and you guys chose the metallic Aerosmith blue. Yeah,
Sweet.
so congratulations. Not my favorite color,
No,
but
I'd personally pick the copper.
I would have picked the orange. The Starburst looked really good in person. But I love you guys, and you guys picked blue, so we're going to powder coat this biatch blue. But they're getting the powder in right now and stuff like that. So next time you see it, it will be blue.
Nice.
Yay. You excited about this review, Greg?
Sort of. I've put a little time on it. Yeah, I've put a little time on it. But you know what? This is the thing, man, is I'm struggling for my new pin. And
You sold Johnny Mnemonic.
I sold Johnny. So
Thank
I
God.
originally was dead set on a Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But Aerosmith came out.
You guys, this guy has been going every day we talk. He's like, "Nah, I think I'm gonna put my order in on an Aerosmith," and then the next day he's like, "Well, you know, but Ghostbusters will look really good."
And then I played Metallica.
Yeah, I like Metallica.
Yeah, I really wanted Metallica, but I banged for my buck.
Look, and here's the other thing. I shit you not. This is what this guy does. He says, "Well, man, if I buy like a Walking Dead right now, then if I were to ever resell it, man, I'd be losing a lot of money there." And I'm like, Greg, buy the freaking pin you want to play.
No, it's so many factors that go into my decision because that's what I'm.
There shouldn't be. Buy the one you like the most.
Well, no, it's not that easy.
Yeah, it is.
No, I ain't got the dollars falling from the sky.
The multi-dollar
multi-ball ain't happening over here. So I've got to be cautious. So I figure if I get an Aerosmith, it's going to retain its value better from the start. So that when I get tired of it or I want something new,
like Star Wars,
like possibly Star Wars, we shall find out here soon.
Yeah, here soon.
Then I'm a little safer than especially if I buy Metallic, I'm going to lose $500 or so right off the bat if I sell it.
Buy a used one. No, he can't buy used because he's like, "Oh, look at that shooter lane. It's got some. It's got a little nick out of that shooter lane."
Like some of my older games, like some of the Bally Williams stuff, I can take a little bit of wear, but man, wear on Sterns, it drives me a little crazy. So. Same thing with Ghostbusters.
So here we go. What are you gonna buy today, Greg? If you're buying a machine, what are you gonna buy?
Today, I'm back to Ghostbusters.
Back to Ghostbusters today. All right. So I've played a lot of Aerosmith, a lot of Aerosmith, and I'm not a pro, so I don't know all the code yet. But I do know quite a bit of the code.
Yeah.
You've played a lot of Aerosmith. Considering not having one, you've played a lot of it.
Yeah.
So we're very familiar with the game, and I didn't want to since I was going to own it, I wanted to get the code down before we did a review.
Yeah.
So we're going to make this hopefully the best damn comprehensive review of Aerosmith there is.
Great.
And I just set the bar too high. Did you feel it?
Yeah,
I set it too high.
We'll fall.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the game first, guys. I'll show you the layout, the art package, and then we'll come back and Senior Gregory and I will start reviewing this bad boy. See. What's happening, everybody? Welcome. We're going to talk about the Aerosmith pinball machine today. All right, the first thing I want to show you guys is the cabinet art. Beautiful logo with wings. Color scheme for the Pro is a blue. There's the head decals. Colors pop, really sharp looking. I have the optional laserific topper, which I feel like they did a great job with. All right, let's talk about some playfield here. So Aerosmith is a 2 flipper game. It's Stern's newest offering, 2017. We'll start with the layout. Left side, you have stand-up targets that spell out Aerosmith. A-E-R. Those are killer right there. 0S. And so forth. To spell out Aerosmith. Okay. We have the left orbit right there. Right through the pop bumpers that change color, a nice touch. All right. Side blades are done by Stern. They're very nice, actually. And easy to install. All right. You have the toy box featuring Jackie right at top there. You hit the toy box to light locks up to a 6-ball multi-ball, and he opens up. All right, middle ramp there, kind of tricky of a shot. It's a weird spot on your flipper. Love it in an elevator. It is a scoop you hit it into and it shoots it out the top. This is where you'd lock your actual balls. It's a difficult shot, and oftentimes it bounces in via the pop bumper, which is fine. Right ramp, a tight, nasty little ramp. You can see the black marks on the post because I missed so much. I changed those to Cliffy's purple ones. Up and around, back down safely to the right flipper. All right. Next we have a right orbit. And then the rest are your stand-up targets. Pretty basic layout. Right in the middle here you have your 9 modes. The top 2 modes, Toys in the Attic and Love in an Elevator, are both multi-balls. 7 modes follow. You can select these at the beginning of each ball or when you complete a mode. Each is responsible for a shot. So, in lanes are dude you look like a lady, or dude looks like a lady. There we go. Mystery scoop. Okay. So you complete the 7 modes there. You can go into a mini wizard mode. Or no, you complete them all, you can go to the big wizard mode. But if you start them all, you go to the mini wizard. All right. In our video upcoming, we'll talk about different strategies and techniques. But for now, it shines, guys. I'll leave you a little clear coat shot right before we leave. All right, so you guys just witnessed some layout action, some art action on the Aerosmith.
I liked it.
Do you think they liked it?
I think so. It's a beautiful art package.
It's a beautiful package. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Steven Tyler, beautiful package.
No. Oh, shit. Oh, it's already gone downhill. We're like 5 minutes in. It's already taken a turn.
I just think of his little scarves. I bet he wears them all the time.
I like his little scarf. I wish I could pull that off. Like, no. I mean, I don't know.
You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to put scarves on. I'm going to put scarves on this.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
That's actually
Oh,
kinda
don't
sick.
anybody steal that. That was my fault.
Oh, you
Damn
failure.
it. All right, let's review this
That
machine.
was so corny. Oh, that was terrible. Erase that from your brains.
We're going to keep it because I don't want to
Oh,
edit it.
my gosh.
All right, let's start with the art. Speaking of Steven Tyler, what do you think about the art package on this Aerosmith?
Yeah.
Dirty Donnie again?
I think it's easily an A.
Easily an A.
Easily.
I'm with you, brother. I've got an A as well.
Next to Batman 66, I know that the game's not great, but still,
The art is
amazing on Batman
Wow.
66. So just erase the rest of the game from your mind and think about that hand painted art. This is right there with it.
This is it.
This is gorgeous. beautiful, especially that back glass. That back glass.
You like the back glass?
I love the back glass.
My favorite part is on the play field of the portraits.
Yeah.
Like from the album art.
Yeah,
It's
very
just
good, too.
great coloring. The spotlights I point right on there just to shine that.
And the thing
looks good.
it's so fitting. Like it's not overdone. It's not something way out there.
That's right. That's a good point.
It literally has the feel of Aerosmith. It has the feel of the era that they dominated.
Yeah.
It's just so.
What I like about Dirty Donnie's art, especially on Aerosmith here, is that he packed the entire playfield full of art. Like even, I guarantee if you guys pull up ramps and shit like
There's
that.
art underneath.
There's art underneath.
Yeah,
There's
I can see
cigarette butts. There's it's really reminiscent of old Bally Williams like Greg Frears and John Yowsey.
Yes.
How they pack it full of little, like a snake here, a cigarette butt
Yeah.
here.
Of how you find something new every time you play.
I do.
Yeah.
Like dice.
Yeah, it's
Dice everywhere. Even the back glass the other night I was looking at it, and I was like, there's a freaking cat, there's a sword with a 9 or a yin or yang. Like, look at all that
It's
stuff.
like really good tattoo too.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
like all that would
I
make
would
sick
dig
ink. It would be nice.
Sick ink. That's how people associate me with sick ink, right?
I'm again speaking in cool terms.
That's right. I have no ink. I had a coworker one time. She was like, "Sorry guys, bear with me." I was like, she's got like sleeves and stuff. It's pretty badass. And I was like, you know what? I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. She's like, Zach, like there's nothing significant enough in your life or badass enough in your life that you would ever deserve any. Like I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't see what you would ever get a.
See, thanks, asshole. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, not to be mean. I know you a little bit. And
I'm gonna get a freaking neck tattoo. Just crawling up a lizard. That's like crawling up my neck.
Pimpin' pinball.
Pimpin' pinball.
Pimpin'
All right,
pinball.
so we both have an A for art.
Yes.
It's self-explanatory. You guys just Google some pictures of it. Man, that thing is beautiful.
It is
The
nice.
coloring, the themes. It's man, fire. Forget it. It's awesome. It's really awesome. Let's go to shots and layout.
This is where I differ a little bit.
Why?
I end up
You
giving
should
it a B.
look. If you agree with me for the rest of your life, you'll do very well. I promise you.
His head. Mine's a big head, but his is just.
Yours is physically big. Mine is just psychologically.
It's
big.
psychologically big. His head is huge.
All right, go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
I gave it a B. And the reason I gave it a B, man,
Such an
is,
asshole.
and Zach will kind of go into this. The shots are tough, man.
Yeah.
Like almost every shot on there, besides that toy box, is tight. They are tight shots. So you have to be a fairly good pinball player, in
Especially
a sense,
get combos in.
to be able to get that down. But they are satisfying once you do shoot them. But again, the shots are so tight. I think that my thoughts on it would change a bit if I owned it and I got to put quite a bit more time on it.
That's fair.
But at this point, with the time I put in on it, man, I've just got to give it a B just because those shots are kind of tough.
Okay, that's the exact reason I gave it an A.
You like the tight?
Yeah, because I play Metallica and I'm freaking bored to death.
Everybody likes it tight.
You had to put it in
No,
there.
I didn't put anything.
I hope they didn't hear
I didn't
that.
put anything in anywhere.
But now I can't say tight. They are narrow. They're narrow.
Narrow
The
shot.
left through the pops. That left orbit shot is very, very satisfying, and it's 100 miles an hour.
And that is freaking cool. That is actually a really cool shot. Like to
Yeah,
go
that's
through
a-
the pops
that's
like
a
that
board
for
thing.
Yeah, that's neat, man. Like,
Well, I mean, it's not a board thing. They've done it. It's timeless.
because you veer off a little bit and you just glimpse one of those pops and it throws
Or
you.
even the metal at the top.
Yeah.
So I've hit it twice in a row, and oh man, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is
So
neat.
that's the left orbit. The Jackie shot for the toy box is pretty simple,
Yeah.
and it should be.
Yeah.
Because it centers around that game, or the game is the multi-ball. The center ramp shot is no slouch. I have a hard time hitting it because it's on a weird part of the
Yeah.
flipper. The elevator shot's pretty easy. The lock shot is tough. Usually you bounce into it.
Yeah, off those pops.
The right ramp is a son of a bitch.
Yeah, that is really tough.
It
It's
looks
super
inviting.
narrow too. It's
Oh, it's hard, but when you hit it, it's nice. The
agree.
right orbit's tough too because it's on the tip of that flipper, but not so much the tip where you're hitting stand-up
Yeah.
targets.
it's tough stuff. I want to
like
do
it.
more time. So what'd you end up getting?
I gave it an A.
Gave it an A.
I gave it an A. You gave it a B.
Okay.
Let's go to rules.
Rules, man, I went with a B plus. I think, especially for a Stern game, that it's fairly well complete. But I would like to see, and I don't know if this is just because Metallica sort of spoiled me, sort of thing. But I'd like to see maybe more multi balls, something else put in there, and maybe a couple of like mini wizards, something a little smaller, something that's more achievable, maybe. But it's fairly.
I got to the one last. So there's 2 wizard modes in here that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you open up the modes, if you start all the modes, all 9 songs, 3, 6, 9, all 9 songs, if you start them, after that will be a mini wizard mode. But if you complete all 9 modes, you'll get to the grand wizard mode.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's still pretty difficult, other than circling.
I did it last night for the first time,
the
just to
mini
start the mode.
Yeah.
The medley multi-ball, I believe.
But I'd like something that's a little more within grasp. That I don't know. You know, you understand what I'm saying, sort of. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying too.
I kind of like how it is because it's tough.
Yeah.
It is very tough. When I play Metallica, man, I'm telling you, the reason I stopped playing it, I don't know. Like, I can get to crank it up fairly easy.
Yeah.
The trick, of course, I know I'm not as good as a lot of players. The trick is to get to all 4 modes and complete. Nobody's going to do that.
Yeah.
But it just does nothing for me. This one actually does piss me off, and I'm playing, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm 1 song away, and then I drain, and I'm like, oh.
So, for code update, what would you like to see since you rated it so high? What do you feel would improve the game beyond the code?
Here's the thing, I don't think they're going to update the code very much.
I don't think so.
I think it's full. I think it's set up how it's supposed to be. The thing you're going to see changes for, there's hidden jackies on the screen that you can obtain. I don't know if those give you like a free ball afterwards. There's coins. If you get combo shots and different things, you get coins and you accumulate those. I'd like to see those coins be integrated like a Ghostbusters Walking Dead. How if you get so many, you get to maybe another multi-ball.
Yeah.
Or you get, double score. Just stuff
and
like
see,
that.
that's my only complaint.
Dice, you get dice somehow. I don't think it's coded yet.
And see, that's what would be nice, I feel, is for it to be some kind of little mini wizard mode that you get off of those, or another multi-ball or something. I'd like just a little more depth to it. Just a little more depth.
And here's what I really, it's a small rant, but nobody really has talked about this in their reviews yet. The best part of this code is the multi-ball rules. So I'm going to really run through here. So the nice thing about Aerosmith is you hit the toy box and you light a lock, right? Now in typical pinball machines, some of them, you'll have to lock that ball before you can make the second ball eligible, right? In Aerosmith, there's a 6-ball multi-ball. So you can light all 6 locks if you want to before locking physically any ball in that toy box. That's badass, okay? The second thing that's really, really cool about it, and this is where nobody talks about, this is the challenge I give to you guys. Whenever you lock a ball, physically lock that ball, it'll throw it into the toy box. Now it'll throw you another ball into the shooter lane, and the auto eject is going to shoot it. Here's the challenge that makes this game over the top. And I don't even know if they've intended this to be the case. But if you can grab a hold of that shooter real quick, within the 2 seconds that it automatically shoots it, and get the skill shot up to the back alley skill shot that goes and locks another ball, there's nothing more satisfying than that. It is so much freaking fun. And what I try to do typically is I'll start one of the modes that are the easy modes. And the first thing I'll do is I'll try to lock all 6 of the, or make
light all the locks.
Light all the locks. And then I'm going to try to get 2 or 3 of those skill shot locks in a row. Those are so much fun. And the skill shot, man, the skill shot is so tight back there.
It is.
They need to code that better too.
Well, and I watched your 6-ball multi-ball video that you posted on our thing. And I was like, hey, you know what, man, that kind of makes it easy. I was kind of like,
oh no,
that's kind of, I don't know what I feel about that. But then when I played it and tried it myself, after Zach told me about it, and that is a quick 2 seconds.
You don't have time.
No, not at all. And a skill shot.
You can't adjust.
No. Like Ghostbusters is hard to get through there without it triggering.
It's a feeling. You got to bam.
Yeah.
Before it hits.
And even then, it's still it's tied up there. It's rough.
If you go too far, it'll go. And the other cool thing is on the skill shot, never let the auto plunger. Never let that work because you can, even if you don't have a lock lit, you can plunge far enough up but slow enough up that it hits that left orbit and it'll give you that switch shot because that is a hard through the pop. So make use of that too. I'm trying to think.
Whether it was intended, I hope it was intended just for the fact that that's some really good shit.
The other cool stuff on a multi-ball code is it's a risk reward. You have to decide your 3 balls. Are you going into multi-ball or are you going to deny that multi-ball start and try to get 4 balls? Are you going to try to deny it to get 5
Especially
balls?
if you're on your 3rd ball.
Like,
do you keep risking it or do you just go ahead?
Usually 3rd ball. And then here's the other thing that's coded, I believe. Elevate them. First I'm going to stick with toys in the attic. The more balls you get, the more like bonus and score you get.
Yeah.
So again, it pays to keep going.
Yeah.
And then once you get elevator multi-ball, I think the guys on Pinside have said that if you can lock 5 balls and toys in the attic before you start elevator multi-ball, then your elevator multi-ball will score more and will have more multi-balls than just the 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit the left scoop on each multi-ball to our attic.
See, so I mean, there's depth to it. There's depth.
This is not an easy multi-ball game, but the coding on multi-ball on this is better than any multi-ball coding that I've seen on a game.
Yeah,
It is its
I
own
can go with
part
that.
of the game.
Yeah.
Oh my! And then I'm sorry I'm ranting on this, but you guys need to know on this Aerosmith. Whenever you start the Toys in the Attic multi-ball, your goal is to get jackpots, of course, but you can stack it with a mode, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You can add a ball, which is awesome. But the really cool thing is you're trying to lock balls again.
Yeah.
You're trying to lock balls
during that
again.
multi-ball.
And what Stern's Aerosmith does, unlike most other Sterns that I know of, is like those old Bally Williams. If you hit a scoop or you hit the toy box, it's going to hold the ball there for a little bit.
Yeah. So you're not having to try to cradle.
Yeah, that's
four
right.
balls on one flipper.
You guys, this game for me, code-wise, I mean, I'm in an A-, you're at a B+.
Yeah.
I feel bad giving it an A-. I feel like I should because it's supposed to be new. Man, you sit this next to Batman code?
Oh.
It's freaking laughable.
Or Kiss or anything, really.
You know what? Or maybe Metallica for me.
Ooh, that's tough, man.
No, it's not though. I have modes. I have the best multi-ball rules. And what do I'm chopping wood in Metallica?
It's more mode. Yeah, it's more mode based than Metallica, but I still enjoy it.
It's not Walking Dead depth.
No.
It's.
But if they could update it and turn it into a Walking Dead type deal.
I don't think it'll ever be that.
No, it's not. It's a different design. It's a totally different machine.
Yeah.
But I'm saying of an equivalency in a sense.
Okay.
Aerosmith has the potential to be one of the
use
best Stern games
It's
created
a really good one.
recently.
It is it surprised the hell out of me
Yeah.
too. I don't know. I hate to rant, but really, for me, the rules are freaking awesome. They're so awesome. All right, I'm geeking out here, but man, the multi-ball. If you get into that, oh my god, there's nothing more exhilarating. Okay, toys and innovation. I gotta get off this code thing.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
it.
he loves it.
I do.
He loves it. I think it's just because Batman was so terrible. this is just an uprising for you.
What the f am I playing?
Okay, so toys and innovations.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's got one of the coolest ball locks in pinball.
Yeah, I agree. And
What do you mean? Me agree.
well, I gave it an A- myself.
Okay,
And,
what'd I give it?
And
An
I sort
A?
of feel like maybe I should have
I'm at
gave
an
it a
A.
little lower because, as you'll see in our Metallica
Throwing
review.
a ball through the air into a box. To
No,
hold
that's
your
cool,
multi-ball.
man. But it's just
Is
sort
that
of
not
it's a
A-worthy
one-trick
right there?
pony.
Oh, careful.
In a way.
A one-trick.
Yeah, because
pony.
you guys will see in our Metallica review, and most of you again are familiar with Metallica. Like to me, there's a lot of toys, there's a lot of stuff going on there, a lot of innovations. Whereas this is, even though it is one really crazy cool toy, it's still
Elevator's kind of cool,
still kind of it's basically a scoop in a sense.
but it's throwing it out of the elevator.
Oh my gosh!
And if you guys haven't seen
It's like a
these,
coil that's turned up too high on a scoop.
and on these Sterns, you got to be careful. All these balls flying
Yeah.
and stuff. Oh, it's scary. But tell them about the clear coat, Greg.
Clear coat is gorgeous. I do not understand this at all. I can't.
Yeah,
fathom,
why is it so much better now?
I can't fathom why it's so much better. I can't fathom of why that Ghostbusters and some
no
of these
chipping, no ghosting. No
yeah, some of these machines are still sort of having some chipping problems.
Yeah.
Like, are they not using the same process on Aerosmith that are on Ghostbusters and stuff now, like the newer machines, as what they're doing Aerosmith? Because Aerosmith, man, it is slick. It looks like a damn ice rink.
Yeah, it does.
And there is the wear, like Zach's put. You probably put quite a few
There's
games
not a lot.
on there.
I mean,
haven't
there's dimples, but
you? Yeah, dimples.
but it's not like a Star Trek dimple or a Ghostbusters
No.
dimple.
But I mean,
And
you
these
put,
balls are.
But you put quite a few games.
I have, yeah.
And to me, I've seen games with less plays,
That's true.
with shooter
Batman
level
was
wear.
bad on dimple.
Yeah, there's no wear so far. It is nice looking. It is just so shiny and so gorgeous.
I'll give a free plug to Measle Mods. They're doing a mod for the elevator where there's actually doors and the ball flings out. And
Oh
the
no,
doors,
that'll be cool.
It's
too.
really cool.
That'll add a lot to
That's
the
really neat.
elevator.
Yeah.
Probably
So
should have been there
that's-
to begin with.
Well, we could say that about Stern all day long. should have been there.
Very
I mean, we were still dealing with pegs instead of rails.
But if they did too cool shit, then it'd put a lot of mod guys out of business. So more power to the mod guys.
The mod guys.
Mod guys.
The mod guys.
What is your shirt that says that? Mod guy. We're not.
We're not mod guys.
No, but you're a mod guy. You're not a mod maker, but you love the mods. So.
I love
Mod
Yeah,
guy.
give me a pro with $1,000 worth of mods over any premium.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go music and call outs. This is a rock band.
I went with an A.
Okay.
You what'd you go?
I went B plus.
Yeah.
There's not many call outs on this.
No.
When I hit the flipper buttons, you got nothing. I like when you hit flipper buttons. Right? Right?
That's amazing.
I like this.
But maybe it'll
How
be a
long
better
is
code. That's a nice little code fix. It's subtle stuff.
It is. But that's why I can't give it an 8 right now. The music rocks. The sound on these spike systems kills the
Oh
sound.
my god, man! I said that when I
wow.
first played it. I said that is like it's a freaking
is.
high quality stereo.
It
system.
really sounds
It
good.
sounds
I've
damn
got it hooked
good.
up to the Polk Audio sub.
Yeah.
But
But even the sub aside,
yeah.
it's just damn clear. And, it
And
sounds
everybody's
good.
complaining about Jackie's call outs. You guys are fine. They're really good. There's nothing wrong with them. If you like Sparky, it's similar.
Sparky's is better.
Why?
I don't know.
It's very similar.
It fits. It's not old. I think it's like a sequel to something.
I'm fine with that.
Like
Why-
when sequels try to.
But if they're good,
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think it's as bad as what people are complaining about.
no, the music
By
sounds
any
really
means.
good. But and what I do like about the music call outs on this, unlike other games where if you drain a ball, the music starts over AC/DC or something like that. This will
This
play
keeps going.
right
I
through.
agree. That is very nice.
beautiful.
I would just like to see maybe more like band member call out, something like that. Like
I would
Metallica
like that too.
did.
Steven Tyler, he's quirky.
Because and his voice is a freaking amazing when he
Yeah.
talks. Like he just sounds.
I guess they couldn't get him banned, but if he called out jackpots or something like that, or extra
man.
balls,
Yeah, because his voice is just unique.
and they did that great with Metallica,
Yes.
the band and
Yes.
Sparky. Yeah, so I'm at a B plus right now. What about theme?
Theme, I went with a B plus.
I'm with you, brother.
and,
B plus for me.
I mean, again, Aerosmith is a cool band. They're
cool
they're
band.
nice. But again,
It's no Goonies. It's no Harry Potter. It's no
Yeah,
for me
and it's a-
Muppets. I like the Muppets.
It's kind of an irrelevant band at this point. Not to be mean to Aerosmith. I mean, he ain't watching our videos, but
That's
just just in case you do, Steven, I'm not saying you're completely irrelevant, but
no, he's not. So you don't have to.
no,
worry about
but
that.
it's not. It's
we just busted on his scarf. So.
yeah, and I still think it's fantastic. I like his
I do
style,
too.
but it's just, I mean, it's just not the.
You do like his style.
the-
Highlighted hair that looks like a chick.
Yeah, dude, he's sick. It's like Prince. It's
I
like a
love
white
that guy.
Prince.
Yeah, he's cool.
It's awesome. But it's just, it's not for today's generation. We're some of that last generation. I think we were
Yeah,
on
it's
the
80s.
tail end of.
Yeah.
We were the tail end of.
I still rock out some Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
All these tough guys out there, you guys are like, oh, Aerosmith's soft. Oh, I'm soft, so I like Aerosmith.
I mean, I'm a little.
I even like the new stuff.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like it. But that's why I gave it what I gave it. I gave it a B plus because it doesn't blow me away.
I like cheesy, corny Armageddon stuff.
Oh wow, you and my wife both.
Oh, see? Are you comparing me to a female?
I am compared. Yeah,
Oh.
definitely 100% compares you to a female. My wife actually probably has a bigger penis.
Oh my God!
She's
Caution.
She's
Disclaimer.
She's a mean woman. she is rough, man.
She's gonna watch this video.
She is mean.
So your wife had a penis.
Everybody who knows her knows she's mean. Everybody knows.
She is very lovely.
Everybody knows her. Knows Zach.
She is
She
very
whooped
lovely.
Zach's ass.
What that? Really? That's a stretch. A fire hydrant could whoop my ass. I try to talk my way out of conflict. What am I gonna do? All right, so if we accumulate, whoop-de-doo.
I've cracked on you too hard.
11-year-old
Like,
son could whoop my ass.
2 videos. I apologize. I kind of feel bad.
No, it's all good.
I'll comfort you. Poor guy.
All right, so we accumulated all the results, and you, my friend, are at a B plus because you're an ass. This is not a freaking B game. I'm sorry, man. It's not a B game. This is an A game. I'm at an A minus, 3.72.
So you eked it in. This game is a freaking amazing. And eked it in there with an A minus.
Yeah.
This is an A game.
You're at a 3.55
A-minus.
B plus.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I could see an A game. Like I said, I think that mine is, if I owned it and I put more time on it, I think I'd be
Stern,
way more.
keep making games like this.
Because listen, when Zach first got this, Zach was like, man, I think that my next game to go will be Aerosmith. Like, I'm just, you
Yeah,
don't have,
the
you don't
first-
have, you don't have
yeah.
high hopes for it. Like,
Yeah, I didn't.
And then you had it for a little bit, and it was still sort of that thing. But then what'd you put on, a week or two or so?
Yeah.
And then Zach's like, man, man, I'm really feeling this game.
Like, I don't know if I could get rid of it.
I can't put it down. The kids are going out there and playing it.
Yeah,
They're turning it on. They don't mess with pins very much, but they're turning that game on. So
the LCD screen is nice.
yeah, and I know pins do that, man. That's the kind of the cool thing about pins, and that's what's hard to judge if you don't put a lot of time on it. Is some games you initially play it and it's like blows you away. You play it for a month and you're just like, this sucks, man. I'm not really into it. Some pins you play it for a week, you're just like, I'm not really into this, and then it's vice versa. It's just like, oh my gosh, one of the greatest pins in the world that I've ever played. I want to keep it forever, sort of deal.
Stern's putting the heat on these guys.
I
When they
agree.
do stuff like this, these other guys are starting to worry a little.
If Stern got all their quality control issues under wraps, I honestly think
I don't think they ever will, just because they
don't care.
Well, no, I don't know if they don't care.
Well, I think that they care.
They might not
they would
care, but
tighten the reins on it. They don't feel like they're even tightening the reins much.
Well, it's always something after the other. Now it's cabinets.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's this weird stuff going on. And I know some of it maybe is out of their control with certain glues, maybe just weird stuff. But
Certain glues.
But to me, listen to this. You're seeing about cabinet splits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and reinforce it from the factory. It's going to be a $50 brackets to put in there at their cost. So that's why that I feel that they're not doing that.
Do they think they need to?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why that I feel that they're not really taking it serious.
They're actually cranking out pinball machines every year. Highway is crawling across the finish line right now with Alien.
I agree.
Jersey Jack announced.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
it's
they're on the line though.
It's in reference to what you said about do they care or do they not care? And I don't think they care, because if they did, they would simply just stick some brackets in there and reinforce it. But that's why I don't think they really care about the quality control. They're selling, and as long as they continue to sell, they're going to do whatever I think they want.
If they make machines like Aerosmith, I'm going to continue to buy them.
Well, it's hard not to, even beside quality control, and a lot of you guys will rag us for this, and I know there's arguments every day on Pinside about it, but I mean, honestly,
people are saying, hold off, don't buy any Sterns.
And I was one of those guys when Ghostbuster problems started happening. But man,
I can't not.
It's hard to not.
I love pinball.
They're fun games.
I love new things. I love fun things.
Yeah.
And that's what Stern's producing right now.
It's just like one of these things, man, where they grab you because.
Now in 5 years, if I still had the thing, I might be worried.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
I'm like, well, it's a turd.
Yeah, it's going to be a lastable machine, but this feels a lot more solid than what.
You guys, Aerosmith's the top game. It really is nice. It's creeping up the Pinside Top 100 right now, and I don't think it's stopped creeping yet because, and the code is pretty fantastic. How it is, just little bitty tweaks.
So pros and cons before we talk too much, because we probably already talked about a lot of this stuff. But pros and cons.
Go out and buy one. Just go buy one.
Cons, I don't really see.
We're rating
to
the
it,
Pro
honestly.
too. Let's talk a little bit about the premium. It's got an
upper playfield. I heard is
guess what, that's
fantastic.
it.
We haven't got to play the upper playfield, but I heard that
I've played it.
The way that it's integrated into the game,
it
makes sense, and you get bonus scoring.
It's fine
Up there and different stuff. It's a you don't have to have it.
John Borg makes a great pro.
But it's a you don't have to have it.
You don't have to have it.
But it's a nice bonus. But for the money, I think it's like a Star Trek Premium Pro.
It's worse.
Oh, even worse. Yeah. Like you definitely don't.
No, there's no reason for it. It looks cool, but once you get it up there, there's not really much to do.
Oh, see, that's nice. Save you some money, man.
You're like tapping the flipper to hit the stand-up target.
Well, see, but that's what one guy said. One guy said was like said.
And the ramp's not smooth.
If you ordered a premium or you ordered an LE, don't be mad at yourself.
No,
you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
you'll enjoy it. But if you want to save some money, you're not going to miss anything by buying a pro.
You know what? Here's the other thing. I don't necessarily like the light show on the premium LE like I usually do. How the different songs, different modes change, the red, white, and blue, like X-Men and AC/DC and stuff, and Metallica. For this for me called out 70s nostalgia. And usually, you know me, I freaking puke rainbow in the GI and everything on LEDs. But for this one, I didn't. He thought I was crazy, but I went with a warm, like a sunlight from Comet.
Down in the sling area.
Down the sling area, and I want to do the rest of the game like that too, but tell me how that looks.
In the sling area, I think it looks good. If you went all over and went too much sunlight, I'm sort of mixed, but
it's a nice warm feeling.
Seeing your game and the colors and the yellows and the oranges and reds that are down there, man,
it's a lot of gold.
When I see somebody post a video that's got a brand new one, that natural white down in those slings, it looks like crap.
Yeah, it's a little too bright.
Yeah, it's just something.
So if you guys have a pro, I'd recommend getting some Comet sunlight
and you saw Zach's. You saw what it looked like. So
free plug for you
tell
guys.
Tell us what you think, man. You guys saw saw that sling.
Usually
area.
I like going all out, but for this band, this is a mellow 70s band. It needs to be a little warmer.
I agree. It's nice, man.
So price, you guys can pick up a Pro brand new out of box for let's not give them the dealer price.
Yeah, let's not give them. Let's
52 to 56.
Yeah,
52 to
somewhere around,
56.
maybe. Yeah, I mean, let's just say the mid fives, low to mid fives.
Yeah, and that's a great package, great value.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. What else you gonna
Let's
buy
see.
for 5400 that's
I don't
better
know.
than
I
that?
hate that they jacked up everything else $100 when this came out. I think that's a little bit of
Are
a
you
joke.
not okay? I'm fine with that.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not ever okay with a price hike. But it's not a bad price for the game. For the game you're getting, and the quality. Now we might.
Premiums mid sixes, late sixes.
If we don't see quality issues with this, with clear coat and everything else cabinet, if we don't see any major issues, it's just random.
Well, they're already
small
splitting.
things.
Cabinets are already
Oh,
splitting.
they already
on
splitting.
Aerosmith.
No.
Not mine. Thank God.
Yeah.
But they're splitting.
Well, there goes that. I was gonna say, then it's a good bang for your buck.
Go out, buy your Pro, play a Pro. It kicks ass.
You guys will enjoy it.
It's a really good game.
It is a recommended game.
Okay. Anything else we want to hit on? I just wanted to thank the viewers.
Yeah.
You guys are coming along. I love it. We are so appreciative of the comments. We love responding back.
Lots of
Greg?
good input, lots of good ideas.
Hell
coming
yeah,
from
we're taking
everybody.
that stuff. We're going to use that stuff in the upcoming videos. So
And we try to respond and talk to every one of you, man, because again, this is just what we love. So we're going to try to answer whatever
when we
questions
started
you guys
this
have.
out, 2 months ago,
2.5 months ago.
what our goals was like, we were like, if 25 people watch this,
Yeah,
that's pretty
The
cool.
first 25 views, we were calling each other like 25 people watching today. Yeah, and it was like a couple like first 10 subscribers. We got people that are subscribing to this.
But it's because of you guys that just gets us all fired up about these videos. I mean, this is what we do anyway, so we just stick a camera in front of us.
Yeah.
But it's overwhelming, and we can't thank you enough. Keep checking out the videos.
Because I don't think if it wasn't for you guys and you guys not enjoying this as much as what we enjoy it, it's like a 2-hour drive between us.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would drive 2 hours to come here and do. No, I love you, Zach. But I don't think I'd drive if it wasn't for you guys.
I still
man,
would.
enjoying it.
I
and everything.
still would.
I'm still having fun. I love doing it. Don't get me wrong. But man, some like early Sunday morning.
Reviewing an Aerosmith.
I hit a bird. I hit a bunch of bugs.
But you don't know what kind of bird it was.
Ran over dilapidated possums and skunks on the way here.
Welcome to Indiana.
So it was a rough wind about blew me off the road. It was raining.
We're going to some exciting places coming up, though.
We are going to some
We're going
exciting
to
places.
some pretty cool collectors.
We are. We got
places,
that.
some
I hope you guys are
retail
enjoying
places.
that, man, because like I like that. That's
Yeah, let us
probably-
know what you like. We started with this or that. I like that. Was
Yep,
fun.
This or that, and we got a couple other ideas up our sleeve to vary it, man. Like we don't want to be the one trick pony kind of thing.
We don't.
We want to vary it up and give you guys a lot of content and give you broadness that is pinball, and just not focus and associate on one aspect of it.
Yeah, and hopefully you can deal with our shoestring budget. We're trying with the audio, with the lighting, and different things like that.
Yeah.
We're not going to ask you for money. It's not going to happen from us. Come on, we're not going to ask for
We just
money.
like doing it. Man.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So we'll take some sponsors maybe in the future.
Yeah, we're always open to sponsors. Who's
Yeah.
not?
So if you're a sponsor,
Upgrade a few
come
things.
on,
Yeah,
come on.
You know, we plug your product good. If we believe in it, we're not going to take.
I'm not
nothing.
gonna take a sponsor
We're not
out of
taking
the way.
anybody that we don't believe in.
And
we
that's why
don't
we
like.
like sponsors too. We're picky.
And we are picky, but that's a good
No,
thing.
we're not going to ask you for money. We'll spend gas and microphone costs and stuff like that. I'd like to have better equipment, but
Yeah,
I'm not a tight ass like you, so I'll end up buying it for us. But
I'm very tight, but it's all good though.
you made a rig for us, a camera rig.
Yeah, I made a rig. We got some nice. So we're getting very DIY and very crafty with some things.
Yeah, man,
that
we're
starting to. So.
We've blown through our goals.
Yeah.
And the only reason that's because of you guys. So at this point, you've already turned it off. But if you're
Yeah.
still watching, Jesus, thank you.
Yeah, and check us out on Facebook, man. We're wanting
Yeah.
to kind of broaden, and we're thinking.
Yeah, like our
Facebook's kinda-
Facebook page.
Yeah, where it's going to go. Make sure you like, follow our post. We try to post content on there and keep that up to date as much as possible. We don't have a lot of people on there now like we do YouTube.
Reach out to us if you want us to come to your place, give you an interview, review your collection.
Message us on Facebook. We talk to quite a few people on Facebook
right.
regularly.
If you get one of those brand new fancy machines coming in, like an Alien or a Houdini in the
Yes.
future,
Yes.
dialed in, hit us up.
Definitely a Houdini, man.
That'd be fun.
I definitely want to see that in action for sure.
Yeah.
So
that kind of stuff, hit us up. We'd love to come hang out with you. And
yeah,
cool.
thank you guys for watching.
Sunday morning, Greg.
Make sure you
You
subscribe.
love it, don't you? You should be at church. young man.
Hey, football season starts. I won't be here Sundays.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's very fair.
I'll
I
be
think we both
watching
agree with
football
that,
too,
yeah.
yeah.
So don't expect Sunday videos.
Saturday night recordings.
Yeah.
Unless there's a game. All right, guys. Have a good one. See you.
You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain. Baby, 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 why are you doing me wrong?
Something's coming up.
Fuck the sun. Do you live in
Did you say
daylight?
fuck the sun?
Yeah, fuck the sun. Do you live in daylight?
No, daylight is.
I'm like, who rolls into a town and goes, what shall we name this place? Well, you know what?
it's light
The
out.
sun was out. Let's name it Daylight. Of all the names, like you couldn't have named it after somebody in the little colonial tribe that settled. You named it Daylight. Like how original. Like I'm scared of what people. I can't make fun of those people in this. I don't want to go that far.
Yeah, don't make fun of daylight people.
But I mean, I'm just talking about your ancestors. Your
You know-
ancestors.
hey, you know no vampires live in daylight. You know? That's a vampire-free
That's
zone.
what settled it was vampires. We shall name it Daylight.
That's right.
So they
Them
don't know.
damn
So they don't know
vampires.
who we are.